Hi everybody, my name is Lindsay Michaud. I'm a barre and yoga instructor with Peter Alfond Prevention and Healthy Living. And today I will teach you a 20-minute barre class, mostly upper body. If you're not familiar with what barre is typically a full body form of exercise. It combines ballet, barre conditioning, Pilates, and yoga. So there's no impact on the joints, which is great. No equipment needed outside of a mat if you have one, and water. You're welcome to use weights if you have them at home, or any yoga blocks when we stretch. Mostly body weight though, so no need to worry if you don't have equipment at home. We work all the major muscle groups. And we also work in really small ranges of motion, so things will burn and things will shake a little bit, but that's normal. For any injuries, just make sure that you modify accordingly. Let's begin. So go ahead and stand at the center of your mat, and go ahead and take a nice big breath in through the nose. Sweep the arms up overhead. And then exhale, forward fold. So dive all the way down, bring your forehead down to the knees. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way up to stand. Reach up overhead. And then one more time, forward fold. Hands through heart center, bow the forehead down towards the shin bones. Roll all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up high. And then from here, separate the feet so that they're just about hips distance. And I want you to sink your hips down into a squat position. And I'll turn to the side here so that you can see my form. So make sure that your knees are right over the ankles and they're not coming beyond the toes. So knees over the ankles, send your hip bones back and down. And I want you to firm up your lower abdominal muscles, so pull in, let your shoulders roll back, and then crown of the head reaching long. So we'll lower down at that squat and then stand all the way up, squeeze the glutes at the top of the movement. So you'll lower down and squeeze. So notice how I'm squeezing my arms back behind me as I stand. So I want you to draw your shoulder blades together to engage your back body. Again, lower belly pulls inward, and you're squeezing the glute muscles at the top of the squat. So let's lower and lift, and then being really mindful of where your knees are as you squat down. So if there's any pain in the knee joints, just work higher in the squat. You've got 4 more. 4, squeeze. 3, squeeze. 2, and last one, hold low, we pulse down 1 inch. 1 inch movements, trying not to bounce. Control here for 4, 3, 2, step the right leg back. So you'll lunge, come back to center, squat. Left side and squat. Good. Right side. You might start to feel that burn building in the front of the thighs. Take it as slow as you need to. You can pick up the pace if that feels good. 4 more. 3 more. We're almost there. And 2. And last one, let's hold low. Pulse for 4, 3, 2. Set a hold right here. Arms sweep back behind you. They sweep up overhead. They sweep back behind you. They sweep up overhead. Good, just getting a little bit of movement in the shoulder joints to reach. Squeeze it back. Last 2. And last one, arms sweep back behind you. Hold here. Draw the heart open. Lift your heels up if you can. Hold for 8, 6. Keep breathing. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Let your head drop. Release any tension in the neck. And then 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll all the way up. Okay, let's begin. So we'll start, we're doing arm series here, but we'll add a little bit of legs into the mix as well. So bring your heels together and your toes apart. Looks like you could fit a wedge of pizza between the feet. Your heels will come up off the ground about 1 inch or 2. And then I want you to bend your knees. And again, I'll turn to the side, so heels stay together. Hips are over heels, shoulders over hips. Nice long low back, hands to heart center. Find balance first, okay? And then I want you you to bring your arms into a goalpost position. So I'll turn back to face the camera so you can see. From here, you can either reach for light weights or you can use body weight and start to press the arms up 1 inch. Little lift, squeeze. While I'm working the shoulders, I still keep my core strong. I'm also working my lower body. So you get a lot of bang for your buck as you do this type of work. Squeeze up, little inch movements up, down. It's like a small push-pull. Yeah, so relax the back of the neck. If your legs aren't up for the challenge, you can always leave your feet grounded, hips distance apart, and just work upper body. That's totally fine. But that extra challenge is heels together, heels up off the ground. So once again, you're lifting from the shoulder, squeeze up, release. Try not to shrug your shoulders to the ears. Little squeeze. And if you are at home, feel free to put on an upbeat playlist. Little squeeze, press for 4, 3. Now take it overhead. Here we go, up, overhead, pull down. Reach, squeeze. So notice that the arms are coming up at a diagonal movement. So I can see the hands kind of tapping in front of the gaze. Squeeze up, pull down. My heels are still together. My heels are up off the ground. And then bend the knees just a little more. You want to traction your knees outward. Big press and a pull. Reach and then squeeze. You got it. If you have 8 more here. You might start to feel the fatigue building in the arms. Lift and draw back down. Big press and pull. 4 more. Go 4. See if you can sink a little lower for 3. Beautiful. 2. Now hold halfway, little pull down. So it's pull and pull. That first set we were going up an inch. This time it's down with a slight lift. Squeeze. Start to notice the back muscles engaging here. So you want to use accessing the lat muscles, the big muscles of the back to help you pull down. Little squeeze. Press. Press. Good. You got it. Gotta have a little fun. Your thighs might be burning. You'll feel a little bit of engagement in your glutes with your heels squeezed together. You've got 8, 7, hang in there, 6. Don't drop your arms for 4, 3, 2. Now elbows come back behind you, squeeze back, rise up, lower, and lift. Now turn back so you can see. I want you to try to get your elbows to squeeze back and almost touch each other behind you. Squeeze, come up, way lower. Then lift. Hang in there. Arms are burning. Lift. Pull it down. Pull it down. Don't forget about the lower body. Right heels are still glued together. And you're bending deeply at the knees. Lower and lift. You've got 8. So you'll feel the shoulder blades draw together in the center line of the body. Squeeze. And then press. Lower. Lift. Awesome. For 4, 3, 2. Now lower it down, go up overhead. Try not to break in between. You got it. Squeeze and press. Squeeze and press. Almost there. Last 8, 7, and 6. Exhale to the top and inhale as you lower. Good. You've got 4. Hang in there. 3. You're doing awesome. 2. Now last one, hold it halfway. Last set of pulses. 8 and 7. You might notice a little burn in the calf muscles. Last 4, then a hold. 3 and 2. Lift, hold it right here. Good. Now I'm going to flip your palms to face in, and I'm going to step wide. Okay, so nice wide second stance. And now bicep curls. Pull in and then open. In and then open. Good. So ideally, your thighs are parallel towards the floor. Notice how my knees are not going beyond my toes. Squeeze in, pull out. You're welcome to use weights if you wish. Your shoulders should already feel fatigued, so your arms might feel really heavy. Pull in and then open. Squeeze, extend. Keep pulling your lower belly muscles inward towards your spine. Keeping the core nice and active. Pull and reach for 4, Nice work. 3, bend the knees a little more. 2, on this last one, open out and then take a pulse upward, squeeze. You'll feel that burn building in the shoulders. I sure do. Come on, go. 8, 7, 6, hang in there. You can do it for 4, 3, 2. Now pulse the legs too, down and squeeze. Yes, that's it. Big inhales and big exhales. You've got 4, 3. Let's hold it low. Another set of curls. Pull in, then open. Try to flex your bicep muscle. Pull it in, open up. Can you get your thigh bones closer down to your mat for 4? Then a hold. You can do it. 3, open, close. It's 2. And last one, hold. You're gonna keep that little half bend in the elbows. And we're gonna bend your knees really low and then push your knees out wide. Keep the core strong, shoulders away from the ears. Hold 8, 7. Challengers, feel free to lift your heels. Keep going, keep flexing for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake out the arms. Not quite done with the arms. Okay, so from here, I want you to put your feet hips distance apart. Okay, and bend your knees. Get into this downward skier position. So again, knees are stacked over ankles. Sit bones pressing back. Low back is nice and long rather than arching or rounding your spine, okay? Shoulder heads roll back, arms extend behind you. Okay, kind of just like you're launching off diving board. Okay, now I want you to bend your elbows to a 90-degree bend and then shoot them straight back. So bend, straighten, and bend. Straighten, so you're working your triceps here. Be really aware of where your shoulders are. Try not to shrug them to the ears. Bend and straighten. Check back in. Are you engaging your abdominal muscles? Can you bend your knees a little bit more? Stretch out through the back of your neck. You've got 4, 3. Keep going. 2. Last one, arms stay straight, pulse. They lift up, up. So you notice these small movements. That's where the burn starts to build, little lifts. Imagine that you're lifting from the tricep muscle itself. Arms extended, keep your breath. It's 8, 7, come on, 6. Breathe, 4, 3. Hold it at the top, little micro bend. So tiny bend and stretch. Bend and reach, squeeze. If you want to get really crazy here, feel free to lift your heels up off the ground, challenging your balance. 8, 7, and a hold. 6. Come on, almost there. 4, 3, 2. Extend the arms, hold. Here's your finale. Heels up off the ground, bend. Your knees get low. Shoulder heads roll back. Shoulders out and away. Arms extend. Lift one more inch. Hold it here. 8, 7, 6. Can you get longer through the arms? For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Drop the arms. Drop the head all the way. Shake the head, no. Shake the head, yes. And then roll to stand. We'll take a quick stretch here. So go ahead and take the right arm across your chest. Hook the left arm underneath. And then you can turn your head over to the right if that feels good. And make sure your shoulder's not creeping up towards the chin. Let it fall down and back. Beautiful. And then go ahead and release. Interlace your hands behind the back. And then open up the chest and shoulders. And then slowly, carefully release the arms. Right arm, stay with the right side, up overhead. Catch the right elbow in the left hand. And then allow your head to rest back in the arms. Finding a stretch to the right tricep, feel free to add a side bend where you lean up and over to the left. And if you take the lean, gently press your hips forward and then see if you can tilt back slightly. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Rise up, carefully release. We'll switch sides. Left arm across the chest. Right arm hooks underneath. Head can turn left, and then again, make sure shoulder's not shrugging up. Let it fall down and back. Breathe. Beautiful. Bring your head back to center. Interlace the hands again. Bring the opposite thumb on top, so kind of switching your grip a little bit. Might feel a little funny than the norm. And then roll the shoulder heads back. Feel the stretch in the front line of the body, right? That front of the chest, shoulders. Deep breath in and out. Carefully release. Left arm up overhead. Right hand catches left elbow. Arm comes up and back. Let your head rest in the arms, right? You're gonna feel that stretch down the left tricep. Feel free to take side bend if you did on side one. Push your hips forward and then roll back slightly. Soften the back of the neck and the jaw. Breathe it in and out. And then roll up and release. Let's do planks and push-ups. A crowd pleaser, right? You want to come down on the mat, and I'll show you facing forward first. So for hand placement, hands are just slightly wider than the shoulder width, dialing index fingers and thumbs in slightly, okay? So oftentimes you can see people doing push-ups, hands really wide. I want you to bring them in just a little bit wider than the shoulders, index fingers, thumbs dial in. Avoid shrugging shoulders up during your push-up, shoulders pull down. So again, use those lat muscles, the big muscles in the back, to pull down, keep your upper body strong, okay? Hands down on your mat in that same hand placement, fingers are spread wide. And try not to cup the hands, right? Keep the whole hand pushing down. Stay on the toes, or you can come down to your knees. From here, head stays up, curl your hips underneath you, all right? I want you to know that your whole body is gonna go down and up at the same time. So avoid arching your back, dropping your head, or lifting your seat up and lifting your head, okay? So again, push-ups can be done on the toes or with knees down. Knees down, great for pregnancy modification. I am pregnant, so I'm gonna rock out with knee push-ups today. Also good for low back pain, or if you have anything in the shoulders, wrists, elbows. So lower down, chest about hover over the mat, exhale, push. Inhale, lower, exhale, push. You wanna breathe in strong, and then exhale, breathe out strong. 4 more like this. Keep the low belly pulling in. 3, 2. Your arms might feel fatigued. On this last one, hold halfway. Pulse down, up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back, child's pose. We already did that upper body work, so not a whole lot of push-ups, but just enough, hopefully you felt the fatigue there. Shoulders roll back, let the forehead rest. Inhale, exhale. And slowly come forward. Find your way to a forearm plank. So forearms land on your mat, elbows under shoulders, forearms down, okay? Lift knees up, tilt the pelvis underneath you, so no arching and no sticking the bum up. Tilt the tailbone under you, neck is long, knee taps, right to left, right to left. You wanna lift the pit of the belly up and in. Push through the forearms. So your upper back is pushing towards the sky. You've got 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and then hold with both knees lifted, modified, knees down, okay? Stay right here, whether your knees are down or knees are lifted, tilt the pelvis underneath you, push your forearms down, fill that space between shoulder blades. If the knees are down, can you lift them back up, knee taps? This is your last set. You might feel a little shake. Keep going, last 4. Then a hold, 3. Almost there, 2. Last 1, legs lifted, hold, it's 8. 7, push through, 6. 5, come on for 4. 3, 2, and 1, knees down. Child's pose, deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then slowly rise up. All right, our last bit of work here is a little bit more abdominal work. After planks, just polish off the core here. So go ahead and take a seat. You'll swing your legs around. If you need support for your low back, if you have any low back pain, again, if you're carrying, feel free to put a ball, a rolled up blanket or towel, wedged between your low back and the ground for some support. So feet are hips distance, hands behind your thighs, sit all the way up, and then lean back, right? You wanna lean back to that point where your core kind of grips on and catches you. Avoid dropping into the spine. I want you to keep your heart and your tailbone lifted. So chest up, core in, hands behind the thighs, relax the back of the neck, right arm extends. Deep breath in. Exhale, slight rotation to the right. Inhale and exhale. So you feel the rotation from the torso. It's like left ribs trying to meet right hip bone. So coming across the body, twist, come to center, twist and center. If releasing the hand is too much, you always can come back to a light grip on the thigh. Twist, come center. If you feel like the front of your hips are catching on, your hip flexors, feel free to come to a knock-knee position. That will help alleviate some of that tension in the front of the hips. You have 4. Keep going. 3. Abdominals pull inward for 2. And then hold to the right, little twist here for 8. 7. So small on that rotation for 4, 3, 2. Switch sides, left arm. Center out, face forward here. Twist and center. Again, you feel free to lightly hold the left thigh. If it's too much to release your hand, try not to collapse down. Heart lifts, open, close, open, close. Soften out the neck, the jaw, twist and reach. So this time, it's the right ribs, trying to crisscross down to the left hip bone. 4. Smile, 3. We're almost there, it's 2. And then hold left, little twist here, it's 8. 7, keep drawing the abdominal muscles inward for 4, 3, 2, center, here it is. Both elbows come back, then reach, squeeze, reach. Now notice your back body engaging, so pull the shoulder blades together, extend, squeeze, extend. Keep lifting the heart. Keep extending your low back. 4. You're doing awesome. 3, 2, and on this last one, here it is, folks, your grand finale for your class today. Arms extend. I will keep my forearm, but slide to the side here. So arms extended, spine is long. Feel free to hold on if you need to. Keep trying to knit your front ribs together. Don't bail. Stick with it. For challengers, feel free to extend your legs so you have this V-shaped position. I'm going to keep my feet down today to modify. So if there's low back pain or anything of that matter, feel free to modify here with me. Shoulder blades drop back. Lift the corners of your mouth. Hold it here. You got 8. Find the tremble in your core. It's 6. Can you go a little deeper for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Flip over to tabletop. Finding hands down on your mat, shoulders over wrists, knees under hips, cat, cow. So push through tops of feet. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your heart forward and your tailbone up. As you exhale, round your spine, chin towards your chest. Feel the space between your shoulder blades, push towards the sky. Inhale, drop the belly. Feel the stretch in the abdominals. And then exhale, round. Keep pushing through tops of feet. Last one, breathe in deeply. And then exhale. And then unravel the spine. Let's step the right foot forward. Find a lunge position here. So right knee over right ankle. If you're on the left kneecap, just simply tuck your toes and scoot your leg back. Okay, you'll feel the front of the left hip stretching. So see if your shoulders can roll back. If you've got yoga blocks, feel free to place them under your hands to bring the floor closer to you. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Try not to dump the weight in the hips. You want to keep a little bit of a lift, perhaps engaging your left glute. And then slowly send your hips back for a half split. So heel anchors down, toes flex back, heart draws forward. Inhale, exhale. Slide your leg back. Switch sides, left foot steps forward. Left knee over the left ankle. I know we did a lot of upper body work today, but we did a little lower as well. Make sure the right leg is extended back. You're not directly on the kneecap. You're not dumping weight forward. You've got a little bit of a lift, perhaps engaging in the right glute. Open the front of the right hip. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, slide back. Half split anchor into heel, toes flex back. Draw your heart forward. Beautiful, and slowly release. Go ahead and take a seat, whether you want to be on your heels like so, or sitting cross-legged. Inhale, open up the heart. As you exhale, hug yourself right hand to right, left shoulder blade, left hand to right. And then see if you can draw your shoulder blades apart and let your head fall. Deep breath in and out. Open up. Switch sides, just bringing opposite arm on top. Nice big bear hug, chin drops. Shoulders fall. One big breath in, sweep the arms up. And then exhale. Bravo, everybody. Hope that you enjoyed your class, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time.